Hey, Jeff Howard here with the Naish Fusion chicken loop and lock tube change out. A lot of people have been asking about one of these videos, so I wanted to get this put up on how to change this lock tube out. What it is the key is understanding what they have in the system. So you will see that here's the lock tube. This is what it looks like internally, so you guys can see this. You want to make sure that it's pointing backwards away from these holes. And what it does is slides up inside of this slot. Now there's this little lip here that keeps it back up inside, and that's what most people get confused about. So let me show you. So once it's inside of here, I just wanted to show there's a little groove down inside here, and you got to make sure that that little extra piece of rubber is pushed back when you go to get this all installed back in here. Once that metal pin is in there, you shouldn't be able to remove it. All right, so the metal ring. Now the key to removing this system is, once this is the line that's internally in here, once you remove this little metal sleeve that locks into the chicken loop with the screw and the bolt, the key is getting a piece of line like this. Make sure it's at least 2 feet, maybe a little bit longer, and you double it over, connect it through this hole that's internally inside of here, grab a pair of pliers and grab onto the opposite side of the chicken loop and then slide it back out. And what will happen is when you pull on that, this whole thing will come all the way out and you will have this line on there. But you have to remove this completely anyway and get it pulled out, such as this. So now changing it out, obviously slide this ring out, unlock it, put your new lock tube on there if that's the part that's broke. Now to reinsert it, the other key to having this in tool wise is having a wire. You want to get a wire that's doubled over like this, and you're going to feed it from the bolt side. Make sure you go through that ring right here and go all the way through the chicken loop itself. There's little molded pieces that are up inside of here. There it goes. You can see how it comes out. With that in there, you're going to take this line. I have a lighter here, and I usually try to just, if you melt the tips on here, then you can pop them undone after you pull them out, and it just helps. So slide this through, both tips through the wire. Pull that string all the way through, making sure, you can see the system here, making sure that you went through the ring, through all the plastic here. You make sure you have your lock tube on correctly. That was something that can happen. Now you want to slide this all in. Anchor this off to somewhere if your fingers can't take the load, because it definitely is a tight pull. Yep. Continue pulling till now you have your line back up in here. Everything is seated in here, and you can see that you have your line in here. Now you can go into the process of putting your sleeve back in here, which isn't going to be real easy, but now you can see you can slide your feed line out. Then you want to gradually, the best thing is to get a set of, get a screwdriver, open that up nice and smooth inside of here. Tension it all up inside the chicken loop so you get a lot of space in there. You can see that hole. Then you're going to work that sleeving back inside of there. I'm going to have to get a screwdriver just to make it, but you can see that that is the change out process. Most people had difficulty with what was up inside of here, and it is, but you've got to use that string, slide that line out, get this all unlocked, put your new tube on. Then again, once you get everything inserted in here, then you can reinstall with the screw that came in with the chicken loop. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to get a little screwdriver to smooth that out in there to get this back on the side of there. But you can see how simple It's not real hard, it's just having the process, having the string and getting you a piece of wire that you can feed through the chicken loop line so you can pull that line out of there and then get that new one on. To remove this from the bar, you will have a safety line in here. Make sure that you pull that down through. It's your flag out line. Pull the line down through, unloop it from your front line, and get that out of the way so it comes out of this ring as well. Anyway, that's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com to how to change out the chicken loop lock tube on your Naish Fusion bar.